let's switch it over to baseball and talk some Josh Hamilton. Josh Hamilton is off to a very nice start since emerging from yet another rehab. Yeah. So are you rooting for him, or I mean, does this story move you at all? Another Josh Hamilton comeback?
I tend to pull for people, and particularly me, and that's what people always. But Josh Hamilton, when he came to the Rangers, I was in spring training, and he said, "I'm going to address my issues of the drug and alcohol rehabilitation and stuff like that, and I'm not going to ever talk about it again." I went over to the Rangers instead of going to a Rockies game one day, went up to him, and he has really fiery tattoos, fire on both arms. And I went up and I said, "Josh, I'm Woody Paige from the Denver Post." And he said, "Oh, I watch you every day. You're my favorite guy on Around the Horn." And I said, "I know you don't want to talk about stuff. Can we just talk?" He said, "I'll talk about anything you want to talk about." We sat in the dugout. You were talking earlier in your commentary about, guys, unlike football where we're playing a game, in basketball. And in baseball, baseball is a lot of sitting around. Yeah. And so they'll sit around when you went in the dugout and talk. And he talked for an hour and a half. And I really liked him. So I pulled for him. Family members have pulled for him. And I hate to see him, he has a slip. And we talk about Harmony Foundation. People have a slip that have drug problems and alcohol problems. And it's whether or not you can come back from the slip. I'm pulling for him. When he went 0 for 7 when he joined the Rangers, I went, this is not going to be. He's had out of 3 games, he had two games he won for the Rangers. They're actually playing better baseball. They welcomed him back in Texas. He got a standing ovation in the first game he played, even though he went 0 for 3, 0 for 4. He pinch hit, got a double the other night, won the game. They threw Gatorade on him and missed him because he ducked, and they hit the lady from Fox. And she got covered totally in cherry Gatorade. I pull for him. I hope he gets it settled. He's divorcing his wife, his family. His personal life has been tragic and awful, and he's been responsible. But Texas kind of knows how to handle him a lot better. The Angels just turned him loose in California.
Look, I feel for him too, and I root for people as you do. I just get tired of hearing about people who keep hurting themselves. And he keeps hurting himself.
But he can't. But he
I know that sounds harsh.
He obviously can't help it. And what this story reminds me of, or what brings to my mind, is that I don't know why we still do it, but we do it because the TV screen is 60 inches big, and these people are larger than life to a lot of fans. They're just people that can hit a baseball, and so is it any shocker that one guy or 20 guys or 50 guys in the major leagues has a problem with addiction of some sort? It's no shock at all. And so am I rooting for Josh or not rooting for him or tired of him? No, I'm not any of that. He's the same as my next door neighbor to me. Listen, in the last 10 years, a guy that lived down the street from me lost his life to an addiction. And he's no more tragic or less tragic than a guy that plays outfield for the Texas Rangers. And the fact that one guy was a salesman and another guy is a baseball player.
Yeah, one's just living his life on a bigger stage.
Right.
Yeah, it's a reflection of life. That's what I keep talking about with the NFL football players. Yeah. It's a reflection of life. There was a great baseball pitcher from Denver. He got suspended before all of this stuff started happening. He got suspended, if I remember correctly, 7 to 9 times because of alcohol and drugs. Do you remember that guy?
Ryan Duran?
No, Fisher. I think his name was Fisher.
Not Brian Fisher.
Well, it probably wasn't, but there was a guy from Denver. Obviously, everybody's forgotten his name, but he was with the Yankees. He pitched with the Angels. He pitched with the Dodgers.
Is that right?
I think you're thinking of Ryan Duran.
No, that's in the 50s. We're talking about somebody in the 80s and 90s. I'll look it up during the break if we ever have one, or before my life is over in the next 100 days.
In the next 100 days,
yeah,
sometime.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be something if they announced to you have exactly, there's a movie idea, you have exactly 100 days to live. What would you do in 100 days? Well, 99 days I'd take off. I'd work one more day.
Why would you work one more day?
Say goodbye to people I like. People over here. I don't need to say goodbye to you guys. But I like all these people. I like these people. Yeah.